What do people think is healthy but really isn't? Activated charcoal. It's amazing if you've been poisoned, but it absorbs good nutrients and medications as well. I am getting so sick of seeing it in everything. A few weeks ago, the lady who runs my group therapy for suicidal people provided charcoal biscuits as snacks. Needless to say, not a single one was touched and many people were triggered, haha. I was a manager of a Jamba Juice for a year or so, and people used to come in BC. They got it was healthy, but the most commonly ordered smoothie by this crowd, apples and greens, the small size has 44 grams of sugar. Most of the smoothies are packed in sugar. Smoothies from smoothie shops, they use sorbets, ice creams, and juices with an insane amount of sugar in them. My sister worked at a smoothie shop and people would always come in after going to the gym. It's not what most people think it is. The stupid cleanses. Your body naturally gets rid of toxins and stuff. You just need to drink water. If you need to clean anything, it's your liver. Give it 6 weeks without alcohol or Dr. GS, it'll thank you for it. That's hard. Can I just have a yucky tea once? Anything dry. Oz tries to sell you. P.S. Yes. And F King raspberries too. I work in a health food store. And a few years ago we had a lady looking for some random supplements her doctor recommended. But she couldn't remember why she was supposed to be taking them. So we asked who her doctor was. And well, yep, she was referring to Dr. Oz as her doctor. Forgiving a family member simply because they're family. Sometimes people do horrible things to others and you're better off without them in your life. Regardless of relation. My sister and mother both expect me to forgive my sister for abusing me, physically and emotionally, because we are sisters. But she has yet to even admit that she even did wrong or utter a single syllable of an apology. Granola bars. The one I was eating daily had the nutritional value of a Snickers. Granola bars were always meant to be a portable, non-perishable and high-energy snack which is automatically going to have carbs and sugar. Reminds me of the breakfast cookies people make and then they somehow decide it is healthy because it's not bacon or chocolate. I don't even understand. Low fat, 100% fat free. Haha. Where I live the supermarket has pre-sliced garlic that is labeled as fat free and gluten free. No shish tea. It's garlic. Bottling up their emotions so others don't have to hear it for most people. Emotions are like farts. You may struggle to find a good time and place to let them out, but if you never let them out you'll explode. Dedicating your entire life to your work without an outlet separate of it. Same goes with overbearing relationships. You will begin to resent whatever you enjoy if it's the sole reason for your existence. 100%. I work in a corporate office setting and it's sad how many of my peers think working 10 to 12-hour days is something to brag about. First off, the company doesn't care about me enough to warrant working that many hours. Second, we're not out here saving lives so it benefits nobody except the higher-ups. I do my 8 hours and bounce the F out. You ain't catching me working that many hours just to get a few brownie points here and there. Fat-free food. Yeah, to make up for the loss of fat, they pump it full of sugars. Getting into a relationship to save, help, fix, mend someone. A lesson that people hopefully learn young. TV and movies show some messed up relationships that seem normal when you are inexperienced at dating. I see the Buffy and Angel relationship very differently as an adult compared to as a teen. Those stupid juicing detox programs. Your body's liver and kidneys naturally detox your body so long as you drink plenty of water. This whole notion that you are detoxing your body with juice is asinine. There's something about sitting on the toilet for the whole weekend that's really appealing to some people. Though. The vast majority of salads at restaurants. A handful of lettuce buried beneath fried chicken, cheese, and ranch dressing. Don't come at Cobb salads like that. Vitamin water, it's stacked with ridiculous levels of sugar and no vitamins. I love that in the lawsuit against them for just this reason. Their argument was something along the lines of, no reasonable person would think vitamin water is a health beverage. Single quote. Sure. Getting lemonade or some other juice. Rather than soda at a restaurant. Or even having it at home. I started to drink more apple juice than soda at home and I quickly noticed that there's way too much sugar in there. The food pyramid that was popularized by the USDA is a terrible idea. A lot of people today have realized this. But many older folks still see it as the Bible of good eating. And they are very fat. The fact that it's pyramid not triangle means there's two secret sides. Shielding their children from every conceivable horror in the real world until they're 18 and naive as FCK. Straight up let your kids get scraped knees and watch an R-rated movie every once in a while. This was my wife. Parents shielded her from everything. Needless to say, she went a lot crazy when she got to college. If you don't let your kid be a kid while they're a kid, they're going to be a kid as an adult. Gatorade, not a healthy alternative to soda. Drink water. Cable news. People who watch it think they're better informed by watching 6 hours of news a day, when they're really just buying into the fear, anger, outrage cycle which just feeds back into watching more of the same. I get all my news from Reddit commenters who didn't read the article. This is the way. Absolutely anything Gwyneth Paltrow likes. I don't understand how that company is allowed to make the claims or sell the products they do. The inability to be separated from one's partners for a slightly extended amount of time. There is often more than love there that starts to border on, already as codependency. My wife and I try to build in separate time. I'll go camping in the desert, she'll go to a writer's retreat. A few months back, she went solo to France. I went solo to Spain. And then we met up in Portugal and spent 2 weeks together. A fantastic trip. It's not really fair to say things are healthy versus unhealthy. A burger is a nutritious food. You have carbs, fat, protein, but if you're eating burgers all the time, you have a problem. People like to answer these sorts of questions by saying yogurt with the implication that it's marketed as healthy. But actually junk. It's not the case. For example, you can eat those 80 to 100 cal cups of yogurt that have 8 to 9 grams of sugar, 10 to 15 grams of protein. I'll usually have one of these a day. Or you can eat one with 200 calories and 30 grams of sugar, and almost no protein, and have them all the time. There's a difference. Smoothies are often seen as healthy, too, but you can easily cram 1,000 plus calories into a smoothie and it feel like a light snack. But if you are careful about what you put into the smoothie, it actually can be a light snack. Gluten-free food is for people allergic to gluten. It's not some dieting trick. As someone with a gluten allergy, I am grateful for ignorance on this topic. Gluten-free foods used to be hard to find. But thanks to its popularity, now most major grocery stores I go to have entire sections for gluten-free products. Blood is thicker than water, family can be toxic, and that mindset could causes a lot of grief. Ordering sweet tea instead of getting a soda might just be a southern thing though. 3 large meals a day. Having a child to save a relationship. Doing a keto diet but only eating the foods you like that are allowed. I.e., someone I know eats bacon and sausages every single day and sucks down a can of whipped cream because she's going keto. He's going keto, but he's not on a diet. Odds are he is still eating too many carbs if he's really sucking down a can of whipped cream. If you are using keto as a diet, you can't ignore your caloric intake. CICO still applies. Eating 5,000 calories but staying under 20 carbs will still result in you gaining weight. I've been on keto for over a year. At first I ate eggs and bacon in the morning and then a reasonable meal for dinner. When I started I weighed about 330 pounds. About 260. The weight loss stopped. I stopped eating the breakfast and the weight loss started up again. Calorie counting is important. Organic, chemical-free skin care. Basically replacing helpful and safe chemicals for your skin with irritating ingredients. Food and essential oils that would just make things a lot worse. Sure, it works for some people. But it's not exactly a good thing to tell everyone that chemicals are bad. People often forget that we, and our skin, are actually a chemic composition. And not all of these are harmful, but are actually good for you. They also forget that literally everything is a chemical. Any kind of substitute for something viewed as unhealthy. Though I understand it's hard to quit unhealthy habits. So I still think it's a step in the right direction to find an alternative. Washing your hair every single day. I still feel weird when I bathe without shampooing the S out of my hair. But the fact is that my hair is a lot healthier now that I wash it every other day. Basically any MLM product. Marijuana. While it can have positive effects, it does have negative effects. 2. Blindly accepting what anyone says on Reddit without doing your own research into it and providing sources.